Hello and welcome to the shop. So in this video we're going to do some rabbet here and a dado over on this side. But first we're going to cut the rabbet joints in the sides only to receive the front and the back. So I have it marked here and there on that would be the left side, and then on the same on the inside of the right, on the right side of the box. So that's what we're going to do right now. So I set up my router table. Everything is set to the right depth and to the right width, and I have it back so it doesn't blow out, and I will push this through on both the left side and the right side. I have to double make sure that that's the part that's going to get routed. Back down and start the routing process. To accomplish that, we'll move the fence off by a 1/2 inch, and then that'll accept those other 2 cuts. We'll do that right now. So there's the dado to receive the back, and again there's the rabbet, and here's the dado slot for the bottom. So what I like to do now before we round over the edges is to make sure that all the pieces parts fit, except for the bottom, just the sides, because the bottom will get another rip and a cross cut because it has to fit inside this box. Because if you remember, the bottom was fastened directly to the bottom of the sides. So you just want to make sure everything fits, and then we'll round over the sides, and then we will make sure that the back will fit and take our measurements of what to cut off of it. So there you go. Everything fitting nicely. Now we can round over the edges of the inside of the box to make it user-friendly. So in order to round over those edges, I use my round over bit, and I don't need a fence because it'll go on this guide right here that spins. All right, so I'll swap out that 1/2 inch for this round over bit. Sorry, there we go. That's the 1/2 inch still in there, and switch it with this. We will do that right now. Okay, so before I put these guys together, it is probably easier if I just go ahead and sanded these sides right now. I know it's kind of laborious, but it needs to get done, and just a few runs with my palm sander will get this nice and smooth. I mean, they already are, so it won't take that much and won't take very long. And I just do it just to make sure everything is good and that any machining marks are removed, just to make it look nice. And so when I go ahead and paint this, it'll accept it, and you know, any of the machining marks won't be seen. So after I get the drawer primed and painted, then I'll attach the drawer face on it, so, and clean it up. So now I have primed the drawer, and now it's ready to receive the paint on all the sides except for the front. And the reason is it's unnecessary. The front will be covered by the drawer front, so it'll match everything else. So this is the bottom. The inside is also primed. So what I will do is flip this over and do the inside and the sides. But what I like to do, and just a little tip, is I don't get it all the way down to the bottom when I do this. Even though this is the front, it won't get painted, but I won't do it on the side here because I don't want the drop cloth to get stuck. So I will just go ahead and paint this side as is, but on the other side, since it's on the table, I will only come up to about here. So I have to go back and do it again on when I flip it over. So it's kind of a long process, I know, but if you want it done right, you got to do these processes if you're going to paint it. So that's what I'm going to do. And let's start that painting. Now that the paint has dried, we can go ahead and apply the final finish coat. Adding all these coats, it'll give it a very strong finish and will help it be very durable, because this drawer is going to get a lot of use. Hamish wants to go to bed now. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Hamish wants to go to bed. He's on his little flying saucer. Okay, we'll go to bed, buddy. Hey, time for bed. Come here, Poop Poop. Uh-oh. What's Hamish doing? I want the limelight. Oh. Good girl, Layla. It's Layla. Come on. Lots of fur. She's a good girl. Good girl. Good doggies. Good night. Good night. Oh. So with the paint dry, now I can reattach the door glides, making sure that the wheel is in the back. So with the drawer glides attached, the next thing I'm going to do is put this in the slot in the cabinet, and then I'll sight where the screws go for the face, the drawer face with the knob, which will go approximately here, and then has the pull and all that, which will match the rest of the kitchen. That's next. So the template I was using was off. As you can see here, the distance from the countertop to the actual drawer face is smaller compared to over here. So what I have to do is reattach this. And then I think we should be done. All done. Hey, all done.